Women want a nice guy. Now, before you turn off this video, before you get angry and put a dislike or something in the comments, listen to what I'm going to say here, because this may change your life and your interactions with women. I was just on a podcast and the guy interviewing me was talking about how back in his days, you know, when he was a simp, we'll say, that he would walk girls to their classes, even though he was late for his, he would buy them flowers, he would do all these nice things for them. And he was really this nice guy and they friend zoned him because of that. And then they would go and hook up with one of his friends, right? And how he changed and how he became a guy that didn't do this. That wasn't a nice guy. That was more of a guy that was out for himself. And, you know, when he said that, I thought about this for a minute and I was like, we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, because a lot of guys, they're waking up, okay? They're waking up to the reality that being a nice guy is not the right thing to do, okay? There's a really good book by Dr. Robert Glover. I interviewed him on the channel. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy. I definitely recommend that you check that out. And he's got some great advice in there, okay? Now, the thing is, though, okay, there's a lot of advice now waking up guys and telling them to not be a simp, right? Telling them why you don't want to be a nice guy, okay? And unfortunately, what's happening is that guys are getting confused with this and they're thinking that they shouldn't be kind. Okay, I did a little video talking about the difference between nice and being kind, but I want to do a more extensive video here. And I want to tell you something that is going to make you immensely popular with women, immensely successful with women, if you understand this thing, which is that women are looking for a unicorn. Now, guys are looking for a unicorn, right? What is the unicorn that you guys are looking for, right? What is it? It's a girl that's super attractive, okay, that's very feminine, that's probably conservative in her viewpoints. She's not a whore, okay? She's not out there just having sex with hundreds of guys. Okay, she's trustworthy. She supports you. Maybe she wants to be a stay-at-home mom and she wants to raise kids and a family and all these things, right? You could come up with that list. And you look at Western society today and Western women, and you're like, this is why she's a unicorn. It's because there's so few of them. Where can I find this girl that is this good, kind of clean girl that has good values and would make possibly a good partner or a good wife if you're looking for that? Maybe you're so jaded that you're not. That's fine. Okay. But women, they're looking for a unicorn too. And do you know what their unicorn is? This is a serious question because I want you guys to really think about this and answer this. Heck, pause the video, put a comment down below, see if you can figure this out. What do you think is the woman's unicorn of a guy? I'm a student of human psychology. I'm a student of male and female sexual dynamics. I want to know what's going on. I want to understand these things. Okay, not just from a male perspective of how can you get laid, but from a perspective of what is really going on. This fascinates me. This interests me. Okay, and I ask women all this time, and I see their reactions, and I help them, and I can tell you what the female unicorn is. It's a guy that is kind of like that alpha Chad guy. Okay, he's got self-respect. All right. He doesn't take any crap from anyone. Okay. He's kind of a bad boy. All right. He doesn't allow her to disrespect him, pass all her shit tests, does what he wants to do, has a mission, has purpose in life. Right. He's a guy that she knows that he would leave her. Okay. He would leave her. If she doesn't do what he wants, if she doesn't treat him with respect, he will leave and he'll find another girl and it's not a problem. Right. So he's a guy that's willing to walk. All right. But also he's a guy that treats her like a princess, right? I'll tell you about, you find a girl that treats you like a king, you treat her like a princess. He's a guy that would do anything for her, that makes her feel more loved than any other woman in the world. Like she's the only one in the world, okay? He's a guy that is romantic. He thinks of ways to surprise her. He thinks of ways to please her and to make her feel special and to feel desired and feel truly wanted. Okay, he's both of those things, both sides of it, all at once. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be turned off what I just said. You're going to say, oh, yeah, that's whatever. It's nice, guys. It's about why you do things that's so important. See, a woman wants a unicorn of a man that authentically wants her, that authentically does things for her, not because he's trying to gain her approval, not because he's trying to get sex from her, not because of any reason besides that he wants to and he has the option to be with other women. He's not desperate. He's got the option to do that, but he chooses her, and he chooses to make her so special and to make her feel special. Okay. And he does all these things for her. Now, she doesn't take advantage of him. She respects him because she knows that the moment that she took him for granted, that if she didn't appreciate what he was doing, if she disrespected him, if she tried to manipulate him and use him like a nice guy, that he would walk and he would be fine with that. See, this is the thing that you guys have to understand. If you get this, okay, and then throw a like. If you get this, throw a like on this video because I want to see how many of you guys actually get this. All right. If you get this, you're going to be extremely successful with women. All right. Because you're going to be that unicorn. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're not the nice guy at all, if you're not kind at all, and you're just this alpha Chad kind of dude who just, has the respect for himself, has his purpose, all the first half of the things I described, you're going to get laid. But you're never going to get a text from a woman the next day that says, "You are the best man that I've ever met in my life. I'm glad that I just got to even spend one night with you." Now, maybe you don't care about that, okay? But if you're looking for a future, if you're looking for something more than just hookups and stuff, then you're going to want to learn how to be this guy. And even if you're not, I'll tell you, you're going to get laid a lot more by being this guy, by being this unicorn, because women recognize this unicorn. Okay. And no one's teaching you how to do this. That's why I'm teaching you how to do this. Okay. I'm going to plug the Bulldog Mindset membership. Click the link down below, $7 for the first month. Okay. And you can join the Bulldog Mindset membership where we have a community of men, where I have tons of video lessons every single week. There's a new in-depth video lesson coming out, not just on women, but on finances, how to build investment portfolio, how to buy property, how to build a business from scratch and make money like I'm making $50,000 a month on Bulldog Mindset. I guess probably you guys didn't know that. Okay. And how to get in shape, how to get ripped, how to do all those things and be a man. Okay. But go check that out. But my point in all this, okay, and I know a lot of you guys are going to give me some resistance about this, and it's like, that's being a nice guy, that's being a pushover, I shouldn't pay for women, I shouldn't do all these things. Okay, I understand that a lot of guys say that, and like I said, you could do that, and you can have success. It's way better than being the nice guy, okay? But if you can combine some of the nice guy elements, what I'll call the kind guy, okay, the gentleman, we could call it that perhaps, okay, with those bad boy traits. And if you don't think that I'm correct in this, I want you to read the romance novels. Okay. I want you to go to read some Nora Roberts books. Okay. I've read some of them. And let me tell you, all right, it's always the same story. Okay. It's the rich guy, the bad boy, whatever it is, right? Some guy that is of high value, that's attractive, can get lots of women. Okay. Doesn't take crap from anyone. But then he falls madly in love with this girl, and he suddenly makes her the most special woman on the planet. And that is what women are looking for. And so you might say, I don't care what women are looking for. That's fine. You're not going to be a good fisherman if you don't use the correct bait for what you're trying to catch. Okay. And then there's something to be said about being that guy, right? Because a lot of you guys are afraid. You're afraid of being hurt. And that's why you don't want to be that guy. And I get it, because I've been there before myself. And I had to learn these lessons because I've been through these transformation, these stages. I started off as a nice guy, as the simp type of guy. Okay. I learned some game. I learned how to be more stoic and how to not be emotional with women, and how to use women to a degree. I learned how to do that. I learned how to be cold. And then I learned how to integrate these parts of myself so I could be authentic. Because a lot of you guys are like, well, I don't want to be this alpha guy because it's not authentic. It's not me. I want to be myself. Well, you can. You just have to have that respect. And the key to this is that you never do things out of validation or to impress someone and because you want something from them. You only do them because you want to do them, and you have boundaries and standards for yourself. Again, I have a lot more details on how to build that up in your psyche in the Bulldog Mindset membership, so go check that out. But if you guys get this, you can become a unicorn.